I'm now going to look at laws of indices. So, you learned this previously. A to power m multiplied by a to power n is equal to a to power m plus n. We also learned that a to power m divided by a to power n is equal to a to power m minus n. And if you have a power over power, will be equal to a to power m multiplied by n, or you can write that as amn. If you have ab to power n, that will be a to power n, b to power n. If you have a over b to the power of n, that will be a to power n, b to power n. If you have anything to the power of 0 is 1. If you have a to power negative n, it will be 1 over a to power n. If you have 1 over a to power negative n, it will be a to power n. If you have a to power negative 1, it will be 1 over a. So all these are just some of the things that you learned previously, but what you're trying to do here is to, just review them, because we are going to use them in questions that will be in the following pages. So this is our first question. Expand this. So everything to power 3, so that means you're going to have 2 to power 3, x to power 3, y squared to the power of 3, which will give us 8 x to power 3, y to power 6. Because you're going to multiply 2 and 3 to get 6, so y to power 6. Okay. Number 2, 36 to power half means the square root, but alternatively what you can do is 36 is same as 6 squared to power a half, which means 6 to power 2 multiplied by a half. Now these guys will cancel, so you just remain with 6, or 6 to power 1, which is 6. And that will be your answer. Next question. What you do is almost similar method to what I've done. So you can express this as 1 over 3 to the power of 3 to power 4 over 3. So which means you have 1 to power 4 over 3 over 3 to power 3 to power 4 over 3. Well, because it's everything to power 4 over 3. We know that 1 to power anything is just 1. But now, denominator we have 3 to power 3 multiplied by 4 over 3. These guys will cancel. So what will remain with is just 1 over 3 to power 4, which is 1 over 81. Okay, here is another question. Without using a calculator, of course you're not using a calculator. Evaluate this. Now, the first one we have 6 to power negative 2, which is same as 1 over 6 to power 2, which will give us 1 over 36, because 6 squared is 36. But B, 3 over 4 to power negative 2 is same as, to get rid of the negative, just flip this fraction, 4 over 3 to power 2. So that means everything to power 2, or alternatively, this means you have 4 over 3 multiplied by 4 over 3, because it's a square, means you multiply by itself, then you remain with 16 over, you end up with 16 over 9. Number 4, 4a, anything to the power of 0 is 1. So 4a will just be 5, or 5 multiplied by 1, which is just 5. 4b, what you have is 6x to the power negative 3 over 2x squared to the power 3. I'm just writing that equation. So let's first of all simplify the denominator. So what we'll have is 6x to the power negative 3 over 2 to the power 3. So basically 2 to the power 3 x squared to the power 3, which will give us 6x to the power negative 3 over 8x to the power 6. Now if you want, you can focus on these guys, work that out separately, and then these ones here, work them out separately. So what you'll end up with is 6 over 8. You can just write 6 over 8. Now if you divide these guys, you subtract the power, so you'll have x to the power negative 3 minus 6, which will give you well, by the way, 6 over 8, if you simplify, that's 3/4, and then you'll have x to the power negative 9, of course, minus 3 minus 6 minus 9, so minus 9. You can simplify this to 3 over 4x to the power 9, because you have a negative, you can bring it down. Good. Moving on to C. Now for C, what you have is I'll just scroll down there. So for C, what you have is the cube root of 27 to the power 6. So what you can do with this is rewrite this so that you have 27 to the power 6, everything to the power a third, which will be equal to, now what you can do here is you can write everything to the power a third, so 27 to the power a third, because it's everything to the power a third, 8 to the power 6 to the power a third. Simplify this, so you'll have 27 is same as 3 cubed to the power a third, and then you have 8 to the power 6 to the power a third. Obviously, this will cancel, that will cancel with that to get 2. So your final answer will be 3 squared. Good. D. Now for question D, what we have is, just check, 9b squared 16. Okay, so what we have for D is 9b squared over 16w to the power 4, everything to the power negative a half. So let's start by getting rid of the negative. So we flip this fraction inside the bracket, so 16w to the power 4 over 9b squared, everything to the power a half. That will give us, okay, it's everything to the power half, so 16 to the power a half, w to the power 4 to the power a half over 9 to power a half b squared to power a half. So you can write this as 4 squared to power a half w to power 4 to power a half, this is squared, over 3 squared to power a half b squared to power a half, which gives you actually that and that cancels, this and this cancels to give you 2, that and that gone, that and that gone. So our answer will be 4w squared over 3b.